I was having a conversation with a friend of mine who is a singer, and she was telling me that she's been in a funky space lately because she's been feeling like quitting. And I congratulated her. I said, great, that's how you know you're truly on your path. Wanting to quit is an integral part of living your purpose. It's hard, I get it. Living your purpose can be lonely sometimes, right? It's much easier to do something conventional and expected that has a higher probability of success. So feeling like you want to hit the eject button, all that really means is that you're finally leaving your comfort zone behind. And here's the thing. Just beyond your comfort zone, that's where the magic happens. Because it forces us to do something that frankly needs to happen in order for us to do our best work. And that is, we have to let go of our idea around how this process is supposed to look and how long it's supposed to take. Because in our mental sketch of the process, there wasn't supposed to be these hardships, right? There wasn't supposed to be a pandemic. There sure as hell wasn't supposed to be all this tension around privilege and race. Or was there? Right? What if we take the opposite view and we consider that on some level we chose this very moment? All of it. It's like that movie 127 Hours. I don't know if you saw it, but it's the true story of a hiker who was out for a hike in the middle of nowhere, and he somehow gets his arm trapped in between a boulder and the canyon wall, and he can't move. He can't go anywhere. And after 5 days, 127 hours of being trapped, he has to do the unthinkable. He cut off his own arm with a pocket knife. Can you imagine how traumatic of an experience that would be? Right? It's not something you would wish on anyone. But then long after that happened, when he was finally able to get enough distance from that trauma, he looked back and he saw something that he wasn't even able to consider in the moment. He said, I chose this. And what he meant by I chose this is, if that experience hadn't happened with the rock and having to cut his own arm off, his life wouldn't have evolved to where it is today. And at the end of the movie, there's this really beautiful soliloquy where he talks about how that rock was his greatest teacher. And he said that it's possible that the rock had been waiting for him his entire life from the minute that he was born. And although he didn't realize it, every step of his life was nudging him and guiding him to that very place where he encounters this rock. And he learned more about himself and his life in those 127 hours while he was pinned between a rock and a hard place. And it positively changed his life forever. So I would go out on a limb and say that what's happening right now with us is having that same sort of effect, right? Not just individually, but also collectively. And the important thing is to not let these lessons that we're learning go unnoticed, but to approach this time that we chose for ourselves to learn everything that we can from this experience. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. I add new videos daily, so make sure you click to subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you want to see the next insight, just click on over to the right. You can also follow me on Instagram @LightWatkins, and I look forward to seeing you next time.